Cafe. I'm your host, Chris Mahan. Each weekday, I give you some tips and strategies you can use to become more successful, both in your personal life and in your business life. So when you get an opportunity, perhaps a short break at work, enjoy one of these 5-minute videos. If you've got a cup of coffee or some other favorite beverage, that's all the better. Let's jump into today's video. In the last episode of Success Café, I shared the third foundation for great marketing, and that is to make your marketing emotionally compelling. But I've had some people ask me, well, how do I do that when prospects have so many different hot button issues? Well, that brings us to the next foundation that I want to share with you, and that is make your business unique. Now, how do you make your business unique? How do you stand out from your competitors? Well, for one thing, it obviously means that you do things differently. But let's be a little bit more specific. One of the ways to stand out from the competition is to discover your niche. A niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. Now, for instance, you may only market to married empty nesters whose annual income is, say, $300,000 or more. You could even dial that in further. Say they are of Hispanic descent and they live in the southwest portion of the country. Well, you can typically discover your niche by seeing where your skills, where your passions, where the needs of the market and your product or service, where those four intersect. Now, obviously, there are other things to consider, but those four will get you off to a good start. So here's a wild example to help you see what I'm talking about. Imagine you are a left-handed, blonde, blue-eyed golfer with a horrendous slice, and you decide you want to hire a golf pro to help you get rid of that slice. And so you start looking through advertisements and you come across one pro who says, I help golfers improve their game. Another one, though, says this, I help left-handed, blonde, blue-eyed golfers with a horrendous swing get rid of their slice permanently. Now, which one of them are you going to hire? You see, that second one was very specific with who he or she worked with. Now, you may not be able to get that specific. Blonde hair, blue-eyed, that doesn't really matter that much. But the more specific you can get in understanding who your ideal client or who your ideal customer is, the easier it will be for you to identify your niche. So how can you position yourself as unique from your competitors? Well, let me ask you, who do you serve? How do you serve them? What hot button issues do you solve for them? Now, when you can begin to clearly articulate those types of things, not only will you have a niche, but your customers and clients will begin to see you as the expert that they seek out. And when they view you as the expert, that automatically makes you stand out from your competitors. So determine your niche, identify your ideal customer or client. Be specific with the problem you solve and how you solve it. When you become unique and your marketing reflects that uniqueness, you once again will see your marketing and advertising grow in effectiveness. You'll see a greater ROI for your marketing and advertising budget. This has been Chris Mahan with Success Cafe. So far, we've gone through 4 of the 7 foundations for great marketing. I hope you'll join me for the other 3 coming up in the next few days. Until then, take care. Have a great day. Bye.